For more than 4 decades, Michael has told the stories of South Florida. But if you ask him, the most important story of his life is not one he reported on. It's the family he built along the way.
This career was only what it was because of my great family.
He just loves being a dad and loves doing for them and worrying about them.
Michael's 3 daughters, Lindsay, Erin, and Allie, grew up with a dad who was part journalist, part adventurer, and all heart.
He loved to play with us, so he was very involved. Yeah, he didn't want to miss a minute, so he was always there. On family vacations, we tended to do stuff that was more outdoorsy. So growing up, we did all sorts of hiking and kayaking. We went whitewater rafting, and yeah, he was always excited to be outdoors.
That love for the outdoors wasn't just a hobby. It shaped Michael's reporting and in turn shaped his daughters.
Well, I have my master's in environment and climate change, so it's definitely impacted. I think having a dad and a mom that both worked in news influenced my adult life because I studied international affairs.
But upcoming headlines may be...
At home, breaking news wasn't just something on TV, it was part of life.
As I remember, he took me to swimming lessons and he got something on the beeper and he went to a payphone at the pool and Gianni Versace had been shot on Miami Beach. And so he took us home and off he went.
But no matter how far he had to go for the job,
This one scene alone helped sum up the enormity of the crisis.
Michael always checked in.
9/11 was, of course, one of those that was just heartbreaking. And he and his photographer got in a car, drove to New York, and stayed for, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They were up there a long time. And he would call me, and he had some pretty rough moments up there.
So what's next for Michael?
Owning a piece of Oceanside paradise.
You know, that's a really great question.
His family has a few ideas.
We're saying he should do a segment called Mike on the Bike, where he just wears a GoPro on his head and any sort of potential news story he comes across on his bike, he stops and he digs in and he tries to break the story.
And while retirement might not come with a breaking news alert,
He needs to slow down.
one thing is certain, Michael's new full-time job, Grandpa.
This is Austin from Boston, reporting from the field. What would you like to say to Grandpa? It's your microphone.
So finally I got a grandson and they were all cheering for me. I'm extraordinarily blessed.
We would like to say, Dad and Grandpa, congratulations on such an incredible, amazing career. I can't wait to show this little guy clips of all of it someday.
So proud of you for 44 years in the news industry. You have done so much for our family, so much for all of the South Florida community, and we could not be more proud of you.
Without them, nothing else I've ever talked about would have had the joy, the fulfillment, and the support at home that allowed me to go do that work. And I am extraordinarily blessed for my career. I'm far more extraordinarily blessed for those 4 women.
With a brand new role, Michael's next chapter looks just as full as the one he's closing.
I'm already teaching part-time at Lynn University. MMJ students, multimedia journalism students. They have their own studio. I'm working with them. I'm going to be doing conservation-related work. Going to start a podcast.
After 44 years of journalism,
I'm a storyteller, so I'll keep telling stories.
Michael is stepping away from the anchor desk, but not from the stories, the people, or the moments that shaped him.
You're the sum of every experience you've ever had, and I am the sum of wonderful experiences. More than that, I'm the sum of all the wonderful people I worked with.